Hi, I'm Keegan.
And I'm Kyla.
And this is Rio.
So we met at a local Sanders IGA store where we both worked. I was a cashier.
And I was a bag boy.
And I happened to be a senior and was waiting on Keegan to ask me to prom. Well, he never did because come to find out, he was a sophomore.
So as we got through the snafu of prom, I got an invitation to her high school graduation open house and looked at the address on the invitation, and I knew approximately where it was because it's actually pretty close to my grandma's house. And so I took a lunch break from Sanders IGA and headed out that way and wasted the entire lunch break looking for her house. Turns out this address does not exist in Pulaski County because what they failed to put on the invitation was Fulton County, Indiana. So I was literally in the opposite direction of where her open house was.
In January of 2020, we had our daughter Rio, and ever since the day she was born, she has been a Spitfire.
So very true. And so having been born in January 2020 preceded the pandemic, but I can remember talking to the pediatrician and telling him that if we can just get to April, we'll be past the flu season and we'll just have the world will be her oyster. Little did we know the pandemic was around the corner. So when the pandemic happened and we found ourselves trying to spend time outside, but then being out in the country, not a ton because the road we lived on was a busier road. So we oftentimes traveled into town nearly every weekend. Mm-hmm. And we were walking up and down the streets in town, a lot of times helping her get a nap in, or for us just to come into town and look at homes sort of aspirationally, like maybe we could buy a home here. But then traveled into the splash pad when she got a little bit older too. And so things just sort of naturally happened. There was a home that came for sale that really put us in gear to get our home listed out in the country, and the transition really from where we were to where we are now was really quite quick, but we've both been enjoying living in town ever since. So now, having been in town for quite some time and having the opportunity to visit some of the things that are going on, it really affirms to me this desire to create a community that Rio will grow up and enjoy, to have the things that she wants to do in this community. And I think as a family even, we find ourselves a lot of times traveling outside of this community to find some interesting things for us as a family to go do. So really, I think running for mayor is really just a reflection of that. Let's create a community that as a young family we can enjoy, we can live in and actually enjoy and see some exciting things, walk to downtown or the park, and continue to just live in this great community.